is only like a 2-minute thing.
You're going to be the first one she's going to talk to. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Savage Bowling TV's presentation of the 75th anniversary of the IBCA, the Indiana Bowler Centers Association. I'm with Sarah Malott, and Sarah, this is like a big deal here. We're at French Lick Resort.
Yes.
The who's who of bowling owners and people in general, Hall of Famers are all here. It's a big event.
It's a huge event, and we're so excited to get everyone together. It's been a long time since we've had everyone together. We partnered with the Indiana State USBC this year, so we've doubled the size of our typical event, and it's just awesome.
It's a 2-day event here. What's going on tonight? And, you know, as viewers are watching here live on Savage Bowling TV, what are they going to see tonight?
They are going to see a very memorable evening. We have our award ceremony and dinner, and we are giving out an award to a very deserving member of our IBCA community and family, and I don't want to wreck it, and I don't want to say who it is.
And we won't share any information
He is a
yet.
Hall of Famer and a bowling proprietor, and he has just contributed endlessly to the bowling community.
Well, we're standing right here on the red carpet, and I know people are going to be coming in, taking photographs, so we're going to sneak out of the way, but you're going to talk to some people here that are going to be coming in to participate in the festivities this evening. So I'm going to step aside. I want you to grab whoever, and we're going to show everyone here who's attending this great event. And it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm actually going to start with our former president of the IBCA, Jason Friedenberg, actually.
Jason,
we're gonna grab Jason.
Jason, come on over.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to step aside here. Sarah, you take away.
Hey, Jason, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
We're so glad you're here.
Well, thank you.
What does this event mean to you?
I'll tell you what, 75 years of the Indiana State Association.
Well, you were part of it for 65 of them, so.
Not new 65. Scott Devers was 65. No, but it's awesome to be with all like-minded past presidents and be with everyone in the industry. It's just amazing to be part of it. So
Awesome.
Happy to be here.
We're so glad you're here.
Well, thank you.
How do you feel about tomorrow? We got a good lineup of speakers
I'm
and
excited
sessions.
about it. Yes, I'm super excited. It's going to be a long, good day. So.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so
You're
much for
welcome.
being
Thank
here
you.
today.
Appreciate it.
And I think, look at, there's Mr. David Small. Come on, Dave.
Come on, Dave. Come on in.
Join us. We are live. Come on.
Come here, David.
We have one of our largest bowling proprietors in the state of Indiana, Mr. David Small.
Hello, darling.
How are you? Can you say hello to everyone out there?
Hello, everybody.
You are looking very nice today. I
Thank you.
love the boots. I love it
Thank
all.
you.
Yeah, we don't get to see you all snazzy, you know. We always have the.
So
I was going to wear my hat,
Yeah.
but I decided, no.
No hat today?
I was going to wear my cowboy hat. But,
Okay,
but
I like it.
then I decided not to.
How many bowling centers are we up to in the state of Indiana? We're just going to talk about Indiana for a minute. Four.
Four in Indiana.
And what does it mean to you to be at this event tonight and on the red carpet with us?
Well, you're the hottest thing here, so to be with this, my God.
Bless
Wes,
your
you're
heart.
in trouble. I've known her longer.
So are you excited about this event? It's
I
a
am.
big deal. 75 years, and you're a big part of our history and where we're going.
I wouldn't go. I'm a big part of the history, but you know,
Yeah, absolutely.
it's nice to be invited, and I think it'll be a wonderful evening. It'll be good to see people that we might not have seen in a long time that
I know.
got out of the business.
Yeah.
I know a few of them are here that I bought centers from. So
Yeah, we're actually going to talk to Bob Gudorf next, and he's been in
Oh.
the industry for a good chunk of those 75 years.
Bob's been in the industry for about 120.
I know, it's a long time.
It's been about
so
120. I mean, look at him. He looks great for 150.
He does look good for
He does look
150.
good. He does look good.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate
you.
it, and we'll see you inside.
All right,
Always a pleasure.
Dave, pleasure.
And right up to my mouth? Okay, we can absolutely do that. We're going to bring Mr. Bob Gudorf over next. Hey, Bob. I'm actually going to let you talk right into this because I know you're a
Okay.
little more quiet than I am.
Well, it's, when you have throat cancer, why your voice automatically goes away somewhat.
Bob, can you tell everyone out there how long you've been in the industry and what it means to be here today?
Well, I got started at my father when he built a bowling center in 1958 as a pin chaser.
That's a long time.
Then I ended up working at that center. Then I took off a year. But then I went back into another center. And in 1965, I came to Fort Wayne and started at Fort Wayne Bowling Supply. I started as a shipping clerk. ball driller. Then I ended up in the warehouse, and then I ended up as a resurfacer. Then I did sales. Then I became sales manager. I became vice president. And then I got tired of the Bennett family, so they sold it to Mikey, my partner back then. And then 10 years ago, I retired. Other than that, I don't do anything now.
Bob, that's a long history in the bowling industry, and we could not be here where we are today in the state of Indiana. Are you excited to be here tonight? And
Of course I'm excited to be here. This is fantastic. You know, how many outfits nowadays? 75 years is a long time.
it's a long, long time, and we are super grateful you're here to join us. Thank you so much.
Think about it, classics over 60.
It is, yeah.
So that's all pretty fantastic. Companies stick around that long.
Well, you are part of the heart and soul of this event tonight, so thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, obviously there's a lot more special people coming in. We still have more people checking in, but we have a dinner tonight, some speakers tomorrow. It's really a fabulous presentation of what all the hard work that many have done to put on this event this week.
Absolutely, absolutely. President Casey Williams and her team have done a phenomenal job. I mean, this is probably one of the nicest bowling events I've been to in the industry. So we're very excited about the history, the people that are here, and just to celebrate.
Yeah, one thing people don't know about Bob, too, he kind of took a side job as being Santa Claus there for a while,
Bob
right?
he still is.
Yeah.
He is Santa
Yeah.
at several large locations, the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo, and he does private events. It's unbelievable.
Well, he's just filling in for the big guy that can't be there all the time.
All the time.
Right? Yeah,
Very true.
Yeah, so he's helping out.
Spreading his magic all over.
He's got inside sources, right? But we have a lot of other people coming in. I see Hall of Famer Mike Alby's here, and so we got a lot more people coming in, and we'll showcase more. We're going to step aside, let some people get some photographs here, and Sarah and I'll be back with some more special people right here on Savage Bowling TV.
Thanks so much.
All right, we're back here on the red carpet. We've grabbed a celebrity here, Dave Kirshner. Dave, you've been in the bowling ownership for many, many years, and actually your son is going to be our MC tonight.
Yes.
How cool is that?
Yeah, very exciting.
Not only an owner, but former president of the Indiana Bowling Centers Association. Several titles you've held, right?
Yeah, I've been the president actually for 2 terms.
Oh, you're so lucky. That's awesome. So we like to blame Dave for anything that has gone wrong in these 75 years.
Well, you know, you look incredible. I love the jacket.
Thank you.
How cool is it to celebrate 75 years of the IBCA?
It's pretty neat. I remember when Kathy Cooper's the one that got me involved in the association, and it was not in my comfort zone originally, but it's been such a blessing to be involved with the association. Really cool to see all the things they've done over the years. So it was pretty neat.
How cool is it that Kathy and Denny are here
I know,
tonight,
I
which is
know.
even better?
I'm really looking forward to seeing them. I haven't seen them for several years, so.
You are an icon in our Indiana Bowling Center Association history. You truly are. You and not only just you, but your family has stepped up and done so much for this industry and the association. We couldn't thank you enough.
I'm an old timer. This is my 55th year in the bowling business, so.
And a huge happy anniversary to you and Deb, 50 years.
Years marriage too, so. She's my better half.
She is, and she might have dressed you tonight, so you look very nice. We have to give her credit.
Yeah, because if she dressed me, she'd have to iron my clothes, and she won't do that. So.
Is there anything that you're really looking forward to these next 2 days?
Just seeing everybody. So a lot of people I haven't seen in a long time. Obviously interested in seeing my son, the MC. That's always fun to watch him. So
Well,
mostly seeing people I haven't seen in a long time.
yeah, it's great to see you. I hope you enjoy both days here, and especially the evening tonight. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, great. We got a great day so far, but the weather's been fantastic. So off to a good start.
All right.
All right.
Thanks,
so
Dave.
much, Dave.
Dave Kirshner there, and we're going to try to sneak a few more people in here, but it's so cool to see a lot of these guys that we don't get to see, and girls, ladies, that we don't get to see very often.
It is awesome. And truthfully, the history and the people that are here that have been involved for so long is exciting, because you don't see that in a lot of other sports or a lot of other industries, and we're very fortunate in that manner.
Well, not only do we have a lot of speakers and meals and all kinds of cool things, we also have, we have some silent auctions in there, so we have a lot of cool things to give away. Do you know of any of that? I heard there's some autograph things from some legends in the sport.
There are a lot of autograph things. We have 2 books. We actually have a Mike Albee autograph magazine cover as well, which I'm very excited about. And we have a Jim Jody memorial pin in there that was signed by Jim and several other members, and that's awesome.
Yeah, and speaking of Jim, obviously a really cool thing this past year for the Indiana High School State Finals, we have the Doty Cup.
Yes.
What a cool thing. His wife and son were there at the inaugural presentation of the award. Really cool to see that for the sport.
And it's here on stage tonight, so if you continue to watch, you will
Yeah.
get a glimpse of that.
Yeah, a lot going on. A lot of people still walking in. Lots to still check in. We're going to nab a few other people here that we could talk to, but we're going to step aside, let people get some photographs. So
Awesome.
enjoy today's presentation of the IBCA 75th anniversary. All right, we're back here on the red carpet, and I was able to convince Mr. Mike Albee here to join us. Chuck Kane is with us as well. Chuck, what does this mean? 75 years of the IBCA. How special is that?
Well, when you've been in it as long as I have, it's very special to even go back as far as we have and be able to celebrate this. I remember 25 years ago in the 50s, we thought that was good. This is great stuff.
Is there anything like you're really looking forward? I know several people have said they're looking forward to seeing individuals they haven't seen in years. We also have a special award tonight. We're not gonna let that be known yet. We'll let people stay around and watch for that. But is there anything in particular that you're really looking forward to tonight and tomorrow?
I just really am excited about, not only is the IBCA here, USBC is represented, the vendors and everything. It's a party, and I'm just glad to be part of it.
Now, Mike, you've been involved in the sport for decades here and one of the most well-known individuals in the sport. I know now, being an owner yourself and a proprietor, how special is it to see something like this survive 75 years and really be still close-knit?
Yeah, doing a little thinking when I was driving down here and just thinking about all the people who have touched my life, and I look back on it, and my whole life is bowling. I mean, everything I have done is all through bowling, and be able to be here tonight with them, and my family's here, and so yeah, it's kind of makes it exciting, and like I said, it's good to see old friends, new friends, and just talk bowling.
And Chuck, obviously there's going to be a lot of festivities these next 2 days, but we also have some silent auction items. Have you checked those out yet? There's one that's autographed by someone standing right in between us.
Well, I've already got that purchased on the side. Yes, and the Hall of Fame, I know that's dear to Mike's heart and Kerry's here. It's just exciting that we're going to have that, that for somebody to take home and cherish forever. It really is exciting to, we've got all the entities here that are going to make this work, and to have those items there that are going to be that much more special, because this is a Hall of Fame event when you get right down to it.
Yeah, and you made a comment earlier that really struck me too. Is it's not only the IBCA members here, but you mentioned USBC, PBA, all of these entities coming together to really celebrate one big event this week.
And that's really what makes it special when we work as a collective group in the name of bowling. That's what it's all about. And bowling is just one thing, but bowling is people, and that's what we have tonight. It's the people that are going to make this all also very special.
Well, we're so thankful for you attending, and Mike, yourself, and it should be a fun night, and hope we all enjoy it, right?
That's the plan.
All right, we'll be back for more here on Savage Bowling TV. All right, I've found a retiree here celebrating the 75th anniversary of the IBCA here at French Lick Resort in French Lick, Indiana. Steve Kunkel, former commissioner of the Indiana High School Bowling Association. And Steve, how cool is it to, as you being a former owner proprietor here, to celebrate 75 years here at the IBCA?
Well, I haven't been able to celebrate all of them. I'm 72, so it started a few years before I did. But I probably go back 25 years or so with the IBCA, and a lot of people that I saw before that it's just great that we're here now. It's super.
Well, and we were talking to Mike and Chuck earlier. It's so neat to see, the center owners, the association, but also USBC, the PBA's even here these next few days, coming together and celebrating all of this as one. Really a special day here for the IBCA.
Yes, it is. And bowling, we all have to work together for it. I've always said high school bowling, but bowling in general, it's not a one-man show. We've all got to work together to make it great for everybody.
Is there anything in particular you're looking forward to tonight? I know tomorrow's got a lot of things going on, but really, really cool tonight with all of the people here and probably some people you haven't seen in quite a while.
Well, I know there's stars around the room. I see one of them right here now. No, it'd just be great to see people. I've been out a couple years. It'd be great to see people I haven't seen. A couple I've seen already. It's been 20 years, whatever, since I've seen them. So it's be a nice night of getting together and renewing old friendships.
Well, I know, your years of running a bowling center, a lot of people really appreciate all the contributions you've made in the sport. We hope you have a wonderful night tonight, and we appreciate you coming in and celebrating with us, right?
Well, thank you, Scott.
All right, Steve.
I'm glad I'm here.
All right, Steve Kunkel, everyone.
Thanks.
Is it live right now? Are we live? How's it going? Doing okay?
All right, we have bowling center owners, we have celebrities. I guess you fall into the celebrity category, right?
I don't know about that. No.
Matt Sanders here, PBA Tour star, and coming off your season. I know it's maybe you're not disappointed with the season coming to an end, but it's also a time to kind of relax and reinvigorate yourself. But how cool is it for you to be involved in something so big as the 75th anniversary of the IBCA?
I'd say it's awesome. I mean, I've talked to you plenty of times at the tournaments I bowled in about just, wanting to bowl everything in the state, to be a part of the Hall of Fame, anything like that I can do to help. I'm actually on the board in Columbus, Indiana, so I'm trying to kind of work my way up and maybe join some of these people here and help out bowling in the state. So it's really cool to be invited here. I think we're doing kind of a question and answer tomorrow with some other guests, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, I mean, really, there's a lot of not only bowling center owners, but there's a lot of dignitaries here, a lot of people that are high up in not only the Indiana Bowlers Centers Association, but you have in USBC. Obviously, Tom Clark is here this week, so it really tells you how big of a deal the event is tonight, and a lot of cool things going on with silent auction, the dinner, and guest speakers. And we also have a special award, but we're not gonna give that away yet. We're gonna just tease that for people to watch that later.
Special award. That sounds awesome. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty big deal, and we hope you stick around and watch that. But obviously, the red carpet rolling through here. But also, let's talk quickly. You finished on a great note. Still, in your mind, probably a lot of work to do, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel like for my season, I'd say mentally and physically I did well. I felt pretty good with what I was seeing. A couple tournaments, they just kind of fell apart. The reel of the lanes, round to round, just wasn't keeping up with the high scoring pace this year. Luckily, we caught a few really good tournaments at the end of the season, like you said, and that helped us out to go and be exempt for next year. So I'm really excited about that part, and hopefully we can keep working and try again next year. And I want to get back to the show. That's the goal right now, is to try to get to the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we wrap things up here, is there anything in particular you're really looking forward to these next 2 days to as part of this big celebration?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't really know exactly what all I'm doing besides my part in the in this whole 2 days. So I'm excited to, I guess, hear some of the speeches. Like you said, Tom Clark's here. I think Chad Murphy's here. So obviously just hearing what they have to say about the industry, different things involving the PBA, obviously our state board, all that stuff. It's cool to see all the insight.
Yeah, and really someone that, Brian Wallachek's here. Wally bowled with Saginaw Valley State when I was at Purdue. He was just elected into the USBC Hall of Fame. I heard his speech was epic. I was asking if we were going to get any of that tonight. He said no. So unfortunately, if you do want to go back on there, you can go to Bowl TV. on their Hall of Fame ceremony. You can watch Brian Wolochek's Hall of Fame speech. Really good. But anyway, a lot of cool people here, Matt, and I appreciate you hanging out with us. And we'll let you get back to all the fun that's inside the banquet.
No problem. Thanks
all
for
right,
having me.
We'll be back.
I tried to put another head.
All right. This man has been running around like crazy. You've done so much work, Scott Devers. A lot of effort and time have been put into this ceremony tonight. How rewarding it is when you hear everybody so excited to see people they haven't seen in years here at the IBCA 75th anniversary.
It is exciting. I mean, we've got over 140 people here that hasn't been in attendance, and some people in 30 years. So it's amazing that we've been able to get everybody together for this one-time event. Only 75 years happens once.
That's
so
right.
It's awesome that we're able to get everybody together.
You know, I know a lot of effort is put into this, and you made a comment to me, it's been bigger than what you thought it was going to be. That has to be not only rewarding, but so cool to see, especially when you see all these people come in tonight and to partake in this great event.
Well, I can tell you, our president, Casey Williams, appointed a wonderful committee, and the committee worked really tirelessly for the last year to put this together. So it was not a one-day put together. It was put together over a year, a lot of meetings, a lot of times, a lot of tears, a lot of laughter, but we got it done.
Well, you know, there's so many things to look forward to. We've been teasing about a special award tonight, but we didn't want to say what was going on because we want people to watch later on. But is there anything in particular that you're really looking forward to here these next 2 days?
I just want everybody to have a great time. I mean, it's going to be a good experience. I just want everybody to leave with a good feeling, and they've enjoyed themselves thoroughly, and of course they've always kept bowling in the top of their mind.
And that's one thing that we've talked with several people here, that they were so excited to talk to people they haven't seen in years. Mm-hmm. And we're talking about bowling center owners that haven't owned a center maybe for quite a while, mm-hmm. that have retired but are coming back. It's really special to see a lot of the old faces, you would say, in the ownership of bowling centers, right?
Well, the industry has evolved a lot over the last 30 years, so it's completely a lot newer, a lot more recreational. And so the traditionalists, it was hard for them to see it go, but at least they came back for this one event anyway.
Well, we appreciate all your effort in putting this together, and we look forward to a wonderful night here at French Lick Resort.
Thank you so much.
All right, Scott Devers, everyone.
Thank you.
Test, test, test.
MC. It's such an awesome accomplishment for an organization to reach 75 years. It really creates an opportunity that we can come together, we can look back at some of the individuals that have helped keep this organization around, help it thrive, help it survive. And that's really what our hope is for this event, that aside from some great presenters, some networking opportunities, some cash prizes, we want to take a few moments tonight and tomorrow to just reflect back on those 75 years and the people that have helped us get to where we are today. The first person I'm going to introduce to kickstart us here is our current president, a bit of the president, Casey Williams. Casey, come on up.
Okay, you guys hear me all right? I'd like to welcome everyone this evening to our 75th annual celebration. We are so glad that everyone that's here was able to join us for this. We've been preparing for months, and we're very excited about this week. A special thank you to the 75th committee who helped put all of this together. Many Zoom calls, many conference calls, many put this all together. And then that committee consists of, if you guys would stand, Sarah Malat, Jason Friedenberg, Chuck Kane, Terry Powell, Mike Albee, and as always, Scott Devers, who keeps us rounded up and on task. Without Scott, we'd probably be at White Castle. And I'd also like to put a special thank you out to Brian Nunning and Dee Johnson for everything that you guys did to help us pull this off. They do many of things like this for the USBC, so they were leading us in directions and making sure that we were kind of on task and what would be the best ways to do things. The lovely books in front of you, Dee put those together herself. So Dee, thank you so much for putting all of our memories together. Brian, he was kind of helped with our IT guys. He put all of that together. Our lovely picture, step, and repeat. So thank you guys for all of your help with that. So I'd also like to introduce our board of directors who is here tonight. If you guys will stand as I call your name. We have Mark Strawn, Vice President, Penheads Fishers. I have Terry Powell. Terry Powell, Royal Penn Woodland. Chuck Kane, our treasurer. Lucky Strike Lanes, Elwood. Sarah French, our expeciado with Cubica AMF in Fort Wayne. Angie Cullip, director, Championship Lanes, Anderson. Travis Houston, Union Rack and Roll in West Lafayette. Kevin Walters from Penheads Fishers in Brownsburg. Austin, I don't think is with us this evening, but Austin Bruner from MVP Lanes in Fort Wayne. Mike Albee, director, Mike Albee's Arrowhead Bowl, Lafayette. Jason Friedenberg, Richmond 40, Richmond. We have two honoraries with us this evening. We have Bob Gudor from Classic Products in Fort Wayne. And we have Roger Brown from Signature Lanes in Elkhart and Maple City. And then these guys we couldn't really do our high school bowling or middle school bowling without. We have Larry Zaderman with high school, middle school commissioner. We have Mike Krauser, who was our high school bowling tournament manager this year. And as always, our beloved Scott Devers, our executive director. Thank you all for everything that you guys do, because again, without you guys and your dedication to the state of Indiana, we wouldn't be able to do a lot of these things. So thank you guys for putting in your time and effort for that. Now I would like to introduce Mike Albee to the stage. Mike, if you would come on up.
All right, good evening and welcome everybody. I'd like just to say on behalf of the International Bowling Museum and Hall of Fame, welcome. And the silent auction is open back there. We have 3 items that will end at 9:15 this evening. We've got a Go Bowling ball, which is from the Go Bowling race at the Glen, autographed by the race winner, Kyle Larson. We have a bowling pin offered as well, which is also signed by Kyle Larson. And then also we have a bowling pin that's autographed by the class of the 2019 PBA Hall of Fame, and it's back there as well. That ends at 9:15 this evening. The rest of the items will end at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon. Thank you very much.
All right, next I would like to introduce our keynote sponsor presenter, the president of Classic Products, Mike Ead. Mike grew up in the Indianapolis area, graduating from North Central High School before pursuing an accounting degree from IU. Later, he received his MBA from IU while being a part of the group that acquired the Classic Company and later established Classic Products Corporation. He took over as the owner of Classic Products in 2010 and still operates as the president today. Please welcome Mike Ead.
Thank you. I was hoping to open with an off-color, semi-funny joke, but I couldn't get Chuck Kane to provide me the material. He was pretty busy today, so I'll just start right with what I was going to say. Thank you. Thank you for giving us a chance to be a part of this wonderful celebration of this fantastic milestone. It means a lot to us being Indiana-based. I'm about as Indiana-based as you can be, having lived in Terre Haute 2 times, Indianapolis 2 times, Kokomo, Auburn, and Fort Wayne. Went to Indiana in Bloomington, and 2 kids from graduated from Purdue. I don't usually mention that, but yeah, I know. Okay, let's not get ugly. 1949, that is a long time ago. Classic started in 1959 as Fort Wayne Bowling Supply. Went through many iterations, ownerships, and got involved in a lot of things. Bowling, obviously, custom imprinting, trophies, office equipment, sales and service, manufacture of diamond dies, resurfacing, equipment installation. Did a lot of things, but we always stayed close to bowling. Bowling has always been our thing. It's never been less than 95% of our total revenue. It matters to us, and I think that's why this event means so much to us. Operating out of Indiana, we've always felt a special kinship to the Indiana proprietors. See a lot of friends out there. And without the IBCA, I don't think we would have accomplished nearly as much as we have. We've been through a lot. And I'm going to, of course, okay, there is. There, that's us. Okay, good with that, good with that. We've seen a lot since '87. That's when the ownership group that I was part of, got involved. We've made a few acquisitions since then. I know that the bowling industry has been very much confronted with all sorts of changes and challenges. You may know Mike Albritton. He was the president of Columbia 300, San Antonio, Texas. Really sharp guy, intelligent guy. Back when there were, I think, 14 different ball manufacturing companies. Now there are 3. A lot of changes going on. In our case, we belong to an organization called Bowling and Billiards Institute of America. It's distributors and manufacturers come together essentially to try to figure out how to better serve the centers and the shops. And Mike gave a speech to a group of distributors in 2003. And he pointed out that in 1995, there were 56 distributors. And in 2003, when he talked to us, there were 27 left. He had our attention at that point, especially when he asked, if current trends continue, where will we be in 5 years? And who do we partner with? Well, he was a visionary, not just distribution, but manufacturing as well. The consolidation has been intense. There are only 7 distributors now. I consider Classic lucky to be one of them, and our relationships with each of you is an important part of that. You've been through a lot as well, a lot of changes, a lot of challenges. I think that in particular, what's poignant to me, what really matters, and we should take a minute to acknowledge, is just what's been accomplished since 2019. What we went through in 2019, which was a kind of a high point. Everybody's like, wow, this is better than it's been. Things were really starting to rock, and then I probably don't have to remind you, 2020 was different. And not everybody made it. But I believe that through the efforts of the IBCA, under the wing of the BPAA, who was also very active in pulling all of us through the turmoil of COVID, the lockdowns, and everything that went with that, we got through that. And I think it's because, I think it says something about our industry. We have exceptional people, creative people. You know, a lot of people took that lockdown thing as sort of like a middle schooler would take a snow day. Oh, we don't have to do anything. This is great. No homework, no. You worked harder. I know the BPAA did. I know the IBCA did. Worked harder at being ready. And by God, we were. You were. When people could come back and when they were allowed out of their house, when they took the snipers away, and we could actually walk outside, breathe some fresh air, people were ready for socialization. They were ready for entertainment. And a lot of industries didn't answer the bell. How many golf courses have closed in the last 10 years? Now, a lot of people blame that on Tiger Woods, but part of it had to do with COVID as well. Movie theaters weren't ready. Not much was ready, but bowling was. You worked your butts off to clean, to remodel. You just had a faith. You had a confidence in your sport, in your customers, and in each other. And you made it. And I really do believe the IBCA had a big part of that. I know Frank and the BPA certainly were very active with that. And it's very much obvious now. Whew. Can't get your name out often enough. Who put this together? There's more propaganda. I know it's in here. There it is. This is pretty cool. I assume it's true. I didn't put it together, but it was given to me. And it tells us that in 2024, after a 2020 that could have done everything to totally eliminate our businesses, in 2024 we have 97% of the lanes that we had in 2019 when we thought we were really something. That is fantastic. That is a testament to the people in this room. And I just want you to know how much I appreciate that my company has the chance, the opportunity to serve you. We talk about it all the time. It's not just a cliche. Without you, there is no Classic Products. We understand that, and we come to work every day determined to find a way to be even better at serving you. And when we aren't, don't hesitate to tell us. My extension is 238. Nobody answers my phone for me. And I really like hearing from proprietors, even if they're not happy. And the shop guys keep us honest as well. We were running a test program on something, and we asked one of the shop guys to evaluate it for us. Evaluation came back, hot garbage. Well, they say it's a special person that wants to hear what they don't want to hear. I guess I was pretty special that day because I didn't really want to hear that. But as a consequence, we've made a lot of changes, and someday we're going to ask him again, but not yet. We're going to get about 50 A-pluses before we go to him. Thank you for letting us support and be a part of the Sally Kane program. What a wonderful thing. You should all feel really good about yourselves for this. This is a fantastic thing. I actually served on the committee for a while. I don't want to admit this because somebody out there might, A, not have been selected, and B, might have some rifle training. So I want to be careful with that. But it was the worst, best thing I've probably done in the industry was be asked to help with the selection process. I hated the part that every person that I couldn't vote for was way better qualified than I ever would have been. So I really didn't even feel worthy. But the quality of kids that you're supporting with that program is just fantastic. We host a golf tournament the day before our trade show. Shameless plug. Should come to our trade show. Ball game that night, fireworks. It's the best minor league ballpark in the country 5 years in a row. But it's not about me. But that day before, this scholarship fundraiser is part of what, and that's not us. Chuck has a whole lot to do with that. Scott, they put enormous amount of hours into that. We're just happy to do our little part to support it. But congratulations for what you do there. These kids, you would be so proud of them. I'll go home and tell my kids, hey, look at this. Yeah, well, whatever, Dad. There's the tournament, actually. We got a lot going on. You should probably know about it. We got 4 guys here besides me: Mike Judy, Doug Cutler, John Hammond, Sean Morris. You should know them. If you don't, there will be a retraining session on Monday in the sales department. But great guys, totally dedicated to your service as well as everybody else. So thanks. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate being here.
All right, before we release everyone to get food, I'd like to invite USBC President Bill Kendall Sr. to come lead us in the invocation.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we come before you today to thank you for our many blessings. We want to thank you for your Son, Jesus Christ, who sacrificed on the cross so that we can enjoy everlasting life. We thank you for the freedom that we enjoy each day, the freedom to assemble today to celebrate this sport that we love and the sporting event. Father, we ask you that you be with us during the event and do the celebration in a manner that is pleasing to you. Father, we thank you for our troops that help keep us safe and free to be able to gather like this without fear. Please keep them safe with your loving arms wrapped around them. Father, we ask you to bless the food that we are about to partake, that it may nourish our bodies so that we can better serve you. All these things we ask through your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you, Bill. All right, at this time, I'm going to ask Scott's going to come around and release tables to the buffet. Enjoy dinner.